Hello guys, and welcome to the second episode of Rebuilding the Portuguese Empire. In this episode we are going to attempt an invasion of Brazil. It's going to be spooky, but I think this is a good a time as any, because the Pacific War is currently raging and Brazil got involved in that, so Brazil is currently at war with Peru. What I'm also hoping as a result of this is that Chile will not join my war against the Brazilians. That would be great. I'm also really hoping that the British will join against Brazil, but right now, because of the silly mechanics of Victoria 2, there's no real way to know that. So, are we losing money? Oh yeah, okay, so we're actually getting the resources. Yeah, so we're going to start building up our army. It probably will make sense to temporarily fund the navy a bit, to try and get some health back. Because I'll want to lose militancy? Yes. I'll want to bring my mobilized forces over to the Americas, I think. So the Americas, or the British, are invading Ashanti. That's not necessarily something I'm too happy about, because I don't want them to be distracted while I do what matters. Ashanti? Oh yeah. Really? You really doing that? You're really gonna spend your infamy doing that? I mean, you do know that you can get that nation for free later on, right? Right? Guess maybe he doesn't. Come on, don't fail me now. Glorious jingoism, give me reduced infamy. Once again though, it's not super crucial that we gain nothing. That was really only crucial in the beginning. There we go, 30k, that's a decent army. The Brazilians are 7, that's a 4 infamy discount, so we're already... Yeah, we need to get a discount of a total of 12. Although, to be fair, I just spent 4 infamy annexing this guy, so essentially that just weighs up for me taking this. Or it was 3.3 or something like that, but you get the idea. So we're still 12 infamy in the dump that we need to make up for in our conquest. So hopefully this war against Ashanti ends quickly so that we can get Britain in on our war, that is. So let's see now. Hilariously enough, I think we still have access with this guy. Yeah, so we can still use his naval ports to get back home to Europe. Alright, so the political situation is that the British have done their Anglo-Sikh War, and they called me into it, so I joined in order to try and convince the British that I am a good boy. And I think I did convince them, because if we look here, they will indeed join. So glory to us, I guess. So we're gonna go for the state Rio Grande do Sul. I'm sure that translates to something neat, but I do not know Portuguese, so I don't know what it is. But yeah, we're gonna take this area because obviously just because it borders Uruguay, and it'll make any future wars easier. And we're really only going to take one state in this war. Even if we have the infamy to take more, I want to try and take Brazil gradually. Well, that depends a bit though. Spanish are actually trying to gain influence here, because that's sort of like, we need to try and take as many states off Brazil before they get sphered by anyone, because at the point when they get sphered, we have to sort of pause our conquest, which is annoying, but it's the way of the game. So who knows, maybe I'll take another state. Could consider taking Santa Catarina. It has tropical wood, so that's pretty good. I don't know, once again, it also entirely depends on what the British will allow us to do, because obviously they'll be the war leader of this war here. But yeah, I think we're just going to invade right now, just because I don't want to risk the British changing their mind on this whole join Portugal, retake its empire thing. So let's hope that this works out. And there we are not surprised. Yeah, Loango is a bitch, but, you know, we all knew that. We all, like, no one had faith in Loango, that he was going to be a nice ally. So our navy's actually not quite home yet, but, oh fuck, Chile did join. That is a tad bit spooky. Let's not bring the whole army, but, like, a decent chunk of them. And then they just want the alliance back. Well, I mean, sure, why not? Actually, are there any like cores? Like, is there a reason why I wouldn't want him as an ally? Obviously, we'll ditch the alliance sooner or later, but well, whatever. Yes, the British are the war leader, So hopefully they'll land some troops up in Guyana, and they will help us out. Until then, really, are the Brazilians building more troops? That is annoying. Oh, wow, they're currently stuck at 4 brigades. I don't know where their army went. I guess they just... Yeah, honestly, I have no idea where their army went. But I think we will try and mobilize. I want this war to go well. So let's mobilize our forces and try and send them over, because the Brazilians have no navy. So we rule the seas. Yeah, we dominate the seas. And I do not fear them, the Brazilians on the sea. Well, I mean, they have a navy. It's like 2 ships. Yeah, no, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about the thing. Alright, I think we're just going to attempt an attack here. They're trying to retake our land. So let's... Oh, wow, they're scared. Let's actually let them get away. And then we'll attack them from these provinces instead. So let's give that a shot. So we do actually have superior military technology to the Brazilians. That was an easy enough victory. We actually just stack wiped them. Wow. Yeah, no, we're doing fine. Don't worry about it. This will be a quick and easy war, I'm sure. Fuck, should we go for realism? No, we can. Well, thing is, it's only a question of time before the idealism tech pops up. But how many points could you save up again? I don't know. We'll just accumulate some points, I guess. Although, the thing is, I'm never able to get any of the prestige from this thing. Just never fucking possible. Although we might just get this stuff. And I would love to get my hands on that. Because prestige spamming is the way of small nations to gain strength. The one and only way. So fuck it. Let's do realism. 44? Ugh. Yeah, no, that took a bit longer than I thought it would. Fuck. Well, thing is, you can't cancel a bit of research when you've started on it, so I sadly don't think there's any way to go back here. Oh well. Whatever, fuck it. Our strategy does not need to be perfect. Alright, so I thought about it, and I know I said I wasn't going to do it, or actually I don't remember what I said, but I think we're gonna go for another state here. And hope that it works out in our favor. So we're gonna go for the state of Santa Catarina. So let's acquire state. So obviously we're not doing super well on our infamy math equation here, but I really want to get states before the Brazilians get sphered, so let's do that. And also I think we might be able to have the infamy to go to war when the 5-year truce is over again. So also, do you want to still be my ally, or did you just change your mind after the war was over? Yeah, no, he totally changed his mind. He was like, nope, I didn't want to be your ally after all. It was a lie. It was a filthy, filthy lie. Right, so we're going to go into debt here, and I really do not want to do that. It's the navy that's so darn expensive. So we might actually just have to defund it a decent bit, even if that's not very good. Oh wow, that made barely any difference. Well, tariffs to the roof. Roof tariffs, the best kind. Oh Jesus, good thing I brought in reinforcements. That is a big Brazilian army. So this is what I was talking about. The Brazilians most definitely do have... they have the potential to get a bunch of troops. So he's gonna go there. Do I want to attack that army? I guess we'll finish this occupation. First of all. Can I get this occupation before? No. Well, maybe he'll attack me. Yeah, he will. So let's finish that because I'm greedy. And let's rush over here. Oh geez, get there in time. Quickly. What? I lost? Come on, bullshit game. What do you mean I lost? Well, there goes my fucking army. Alright, I've got a second battle here, and this time we were the victors. So they're gonna go there. I think we're gonna go for the counterattack. See if that'll be a success. Well, it will be a victory, but the numbers are so equal at this point that we're not able to get those grand victories that we used to. Jeez, if they only could fuck off and go kill the British, or like the British have a lot of troops as well. Can't they go bother them? Why do they have to bother me? Oh! Shit, okay, well, that's it then. I was like, oh god, we gotta retreat, my army's dying, oh man, this war is not, oh man, the campaign is a failure. And then all of a sudden we just win. That was good. Thank you, Britain. Thank you for winning the war for me. Because yeah, that definitely would not have worked out had I been had it just been me. Because we were not doing so hot by the end there. So so yeah, you can do this thing now. Nice. Costs us nothing. So let's secure this province. Let's take the province of Mocha blah blah blah. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Reform local government, whatever. Alright, so now we have 18 infamy, so now we're going to do nothing for a while. And oh, speaking of slave demographics, I actually noticed something kind of neat. You can see the states here are actually not okay, well, okay, so some of them are slave states, which is bad. Because interestingly enough, you can see these two states were not slave states, and I know for a fact that Uruguay had slavery before we annexed them, so... However, slavery was not enacted. Although it kind of annoys me that we were not given the option to make this a free state. Because obviously having slaves in a state is bad, but having slaves in your colonies can be profitable. So... It would have been really good if we could have kept our African slaves, but had essentially freed everyone in Brazil, because Brazil has probably the biggest number of slaves at the beginning of the game. Wow, look at that, we're number 9. Probably, yeah, we're lagging. Well, actually, no, we're catching up to Carlos Spain here. Damn. And if we can spam some more prestige, who knows? Maybe we can get that great power status and kick the Spanish out of Brazil. Let's see here. Yeah, they're cordial at this point, and they're working their way up to friendly. So maybe it really was kind of smart of me to take 2 states here, because we might not be able to do that for some time. What's going on over here? You're at war in Indonesia. Sure, I'll help you out. I see no reason why we shall not be friends, unless you start claiming my Indonesian holdings, like Flores. Flores is rightful Portuguese land. Alor as well, yeah. I'm pretty sure you can sell these states to the... Well, yeah, I know you can do that. It's right here. But we're obviously not going to do that, because... Glory to Portugal and stuff like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll try and piss off the Netherlands at some point to try and get a free casus belli. Free colonial casus belli, I mean. So that we can take all of Kopang. That would be kind of cool. Try and unite Timor under Portuguese rule. I like the idea of that, but that will be much later. Alright, so do we have any rebels? Yeah, we have rebels, but they're just Argentinians and stuff like that, and that's fine. Can we build some... Oh, hello, yes we can. Let's see, what does the army need? We need some more cav. So get cav, get artillery, get cav, get artillery. And the infantry will just be mobilized troops, I think. Though, who knows, maybe we'll play it safe and let's do 1 artillery, maybe. So that'll be... No. No, I'm not... Well, yeah, we're gonna do 2 artillery, but it's... Nah, I don't think 2 cavalry is enough. It takes so long to siege things without proper cav. So let's do cav. Let us rely on our mobilized reserves for once. Well, not for once, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're losing money. Oh yeah, that's because we're buying shit. But now we can reduce military upkeep and this stuff. Let's put that to half. So 50%. And I guess we'll have to reduce this stuff. I'll keep it at 25% though, because we don't really have any industry right now. Actually, let's keep it at 40. The artisans will die, but the artisans they're gonna die anyways, so why don't we just mercifully kill them while they are weak, or while there's not that many of them, I guess. So here's a really annoying thing about Victoria 2. There is no way for Portugal to get Brazilian as an accepted culture. That's really stupid, and I really wish you could do that. Because if you're retaking Brazil, you should totally be allowed to get Brazilian as a accepted culture. I mean, the white Brazilians, I guess. Although I think, yeah, Brazilian in this game represents not only white Brazilians, but also... what the fuck are they called? Mixed. There's a special name for it, but I know there are like different names for, and also didn't Brazil have like 1 million names for different sort of shades of mixed or whatever? I don't know. I think I read about that at some point. But basically, Brazilian in this game is, you know, both mixed people and white people, I guess. Essentially, every shade of Brazilian, with the exception of natives or pure blood natives and black people. So my point is, I guess maybe Brazilian in that sense is not entirely the same as Portuguese, even if it's not that many years now since the or I think it's only like 14 years that the Empire of Brazil had been independent before the start date of Victoria II. So I wouldn't assume that the cultures had differed that much. Although to be fair, they probably were rather different because Brazil had been a colony for a while, so the people in Brazil presumably would have eventually, or were pretty different from the Portuguese at this point. But I don't know, I still think you should, it would be really cool if you could do like a decision that would presumably like require maybe like nationalism and imperialism and a couple of stuff like that. And then it would allow you to accept Brazilian culture. Maybe even Afro-Brazilian, I see no good reason not to. During the dictatorship that Portugal was in, when was that? Like in the 70s, or probably, yeah, before that as well. I don't remember entirely when it was, but basically Portugal had this ideology that they were going to be this multicultural, multi-continental empire. That was basically their argument not to give up on their African holdings. Obviously that didn't work out, but historically, essentially, there was a movement, I guess, to have people of different culture all be Portuguese. Although in practice it probably would have been kind of racist and bad, but you know what I mean. It's Victoria II. I don't think Victoria II should prevent you from doing bad things, because then there would be no game. Do we suppress these guys? Nah, it'll cost so much. I don't really understand. What is it that actually determines how much it'll cost? Because it'll currently cost 10. But there's only 352 people in the actual movement, so... Ooh, we're number 8! Did we just pass Spain? Guess we must have. Yeah, they have no prestige anymore, so despite their strong military... Also, we should be friends. Why are we not allied with Spain? They would make for a nice ally. Why not? You just hate me? Just like that? Okay then. Okay, I guess we'll not be friends. Let's just make sure Britain stays on our side then. Although, I mean, that's the glory of Portugal, isn't it? You can. That's why Portugal is sort of a noob nation in both EU4 and in Victoria II. You can just sit around and not do much, and basically not get involved in European politics too much. But for now, we're going to be involved, in that we are going to be allied with the British, just because, as you saw, they were really helpful against Brazil. And France, allied with France. Really? No, don't do that. Okay, that sucks. So now I'm threatened, because they might call France in a reconquest of my holdings. That would suck. That would suck a lot. Well, if I can be a great power for some time now, if only long enough to expel the Americans, and yeah, the Dutch are trying to get in here. Although actually, no, we won't be able to influence them because we have a truce. So even if we are a great power now, wow, that was quick. That was really fast. Okay, so not only is invading Brazil fun for role-playing reasons, it looks like it's a pretty good strategy. So yay us. Although, if I had to guess, I would assume it's not gonna last too long. Because right now we are basically a great power purely because of our prestige, and we're going to be spamming more of that though, so that's going to be our only real way to keep up this this status of ours. Also, we should build industry, or should we? I don't know. What's our literacy? Obviously you can't see literacy in a specific state, so... Nah, it's still at just... yeah, it's barely above 10%. So I doubt it's going to be too worthwhile building any factories. Although we could start like 1. We have a decent bit of cash. Actually, we have a fuck ton of money. Holy shit. Why are we so rich? Well, let's fund administration then. Let's see. Let's get a liquor distillery going in the capital, I guess, because that is the way to do things. Ah, we need to change government. Well, is it really worth pissing off the people just to build a factory potentially long before you actually can have craftsmen? I don't know, but I want to do it, so let's do it. I mean, we'll just slaughter any potential rebels. I should probably get a garrison over in Europe, because having my capital undefended like this is scary. If I remember correctly, did I actually get... randomly my government converted when I played Portugal previously? I feel like I remember something like that, but I can't really say for sure. Right, so let's get a glass and a liquor factory up. You know, the basic beginner factories, if you can call it that. And then hopefully soon enough we'll have some industry going, or people with sufficient literacy to work in factories. I don't really know why people need to have literacy to work in factories, but I presume it's just for balance reasons. Essentially, literacy is it's used as an overall indicator of the development of your country, I guess. So having high literacy makes the game assume that you're highly developed, which I guess is fine. So no one wants to be my friend. Why not? Can't we go gangbang Brazil together? Like, totally. Like, wouldn't you want to keep this province? You know Brazil is going to come for that eventually. They have a decision for that, so you would do well being my ally. Oh, can we ally you, by the way? That would be hilarious. Actually, no. We have -0 relations. See, that's not how 0 works. I study math. I would know. I failed like two out of 3 exams though, so I shouldn't speak too loudly. I spent too much time playing Mountain Blade and Battlefield 1 to study for my exams, so yeah. Don't play Battlefield 1 when you have exams to prepare to. Ooh, the Oriental Crisis. So that is interesting. So we can get Liberate Counter Casus Belli on Egypt. We're not going to do that because I'm lazy. Or we can... See, why did I have to become a great power right now? Couldn't we wait a second just so I didn't have to be involved in this? Because I don't want to lose 5 prestige. That's so valuable. But I refuse to go to war with Egypt, so I guess we'll have to. Look at that, we barely held on to our ranking, I guess. So for now we were fine. Also, let's stop encouraging Enduro. Actually, Enduro is the biggest state though, isn't it? Yeah, so never mind. We'll totally encourage right there. Also, yeah, Rio Grande do Sul. We need to... Yeah, we're probably wrecking our literacy by taking all of these states here. Because these are states. They count towards your literacy, so... Gonna have to be careful about that. Why is the game bugging out here? Why is a guy making weapons and troops when there are no one being recruited? Oh yeah, our navy. That's probably why we're making so much money, because my navy is not being funded at all. Well, let's try and rebuild that a bit. The Portuguese Royal Navy, very nice. Flashpoint tension? Dude, crises aren't enabled yet. Why are these events enabled? Well, I'm not losing 5 prestige, so we're doing that then, I guess. Terrorist cells. Terrorize all you want. You're part of Portugal again, so shut up. Ooh, would you look at that? The literacy levels in Montevideo are actually pretty high. They're over 20, yeah. Well, guess who's building a factory in Montevideo then? Awesome. What do you produce, Montevideo? You're making cattle. Well, that's boring. Literally, the entire state makes either cattle or sheep. To be fair, beef from like this general region is tasty. I know that from experience, because the way the world works is that it's cheaper to import beef from Uruguay than it is to grow it locally in Norway. We're losing our great power status. Balls. Maybe realism will save us, but fuck it, is this Spanish who's taking our place? Let's see here. 52 points, and the Spanish have... No, not the Spanish actually, is it the Dutch? Are you being cheeky? Yeah, the Dutch are taking our place, and he's taking our place by a lot. What happened to you? You meme nation? Well, that sucks. Well, we got to be a... we got to be a great power for like a second, but that has ended sadly. So I don't know what we're gonna do with the whole Brazil situation. Just gonna have to hope, I guess, that the alliance between France and and Brazil goes away. Because if not, then we are kind of stuck. Ooh. Recognizing Paraguay's independence. The Congress of Paraguay formulated and declared a unilateral declaration of independence from the Argentine Confederation. While the provinces long had self-rule, they were nominally part of Argentina. Now, with the formalization of their independence, the Paraguayan government is asking from an official recognition from us. Good job. But yeah, sure. It seems like the only thing it really impacts is your relations, and I don't mind being friends with Paraguay, so I really think they could be a good ally against the Brazilians. We should actually work on boosting those relations. I don't know why they hate me so darn much. The Ottomans want alliance, really now. Don't know if I want that though, because the Ottomans get involved in a lot of shit, so let us not do that. 10 prestige, yes! Back up to 8! We did lose our place though, but we did just pass Belgium. So that's by prestige spam. And we still have percentage chances to get the... I think maybe just one of the other ones. Yeah, essentially, like, whenever you get one of these, like either music, art, or literature, you generally lose your... a percentage to get the other ones. You can see there is... Yeah, one of the following must be true. Realistic art, realistic music. Although it's only 1%, so it's actually not that bad. And the fact that we are not a great power is actually going in our favor right now. Huh. Well, that's neat, I guess. Yeah, working on idealism right now, though. That'll potentially give us a bit of prestige, but not a lot, to be sure. Also, a suffrage movement have begun, so there are going to be... probably some liberal rebels soon, so I'm trying to fix my navy so that we can send some troops back to hold the capital safe. Although to be fair, we're actually getting to the point where we might just get another war in on the Brazilians, because the Franco-Brazilian alliance did end, although now the Dutch are friendly with them. Oof, I don't like that. We might just say fuck it and invade anyways, because I mean we got the British on our side. Who knows, maybe it'll just simplify the war, I don't know. As long as the Americans don't get involved. It all really depends though on whether or not we can get the British in. So, well, first of all we're just gonna have to wait until the truce runs out. But yeah, we have 14 infamy almost now, so that's the magic number. Stupid elections. Can we get some reactionary rebels in here? I need to end this annoying ass democracy. Why do we even start out as a democracy? Whose idea was this? To be fair, it's useful because it actually... Yeah, actually, there's no real good reason for me not to be a constitutional monarchy. Because I don't see ourselves really doing any genociding in this playthrough. First of all, because it costs a lot of infamy, and the main reason I would want to do it is to try and increase the percentage of Portuguese people in our colonies, so that we can try and make states in Africa. To get industry and shit. That would be awesome, but we might not even have the colonial points right now. It says that it's only going to cost 4 political power, or colonial power I mean, but generally when the game says that, it means like 1,000, because fuck it, the game is not consistent, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I feel. Brazilian patriots, really? Well, why? Can't you just accept, like, you have full citizenship, you literally get to vote. Right? Fuck, maybe they don't actually get to vote. No, they don't get to vote. Okay then, well, we need to get them the right to vote. Why can't we do reforms? We need to do reforms. People can't vote. We need to fix this. This will not do. How is the voting? How is the suffrage actually? It is... Where... Am I on the wrong... I'm blind right now. Based on population... There it is, what? Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. So we have wealth, so poor people can't vote. But, that's still decent. Yeah, we'll probably want to give people the right to vote. I don't want any revolutions, although the problem about giving the people the right to vote is that they're going to be happy, and happy people do not want reform, and I want reform, so... I don't really know how we're going to solve that, but yeah, Navy is slowly getting better though, so... Gonna be able to send some troops home soon. Alright, I think we're gonna end the episode here though. In the next one we'll have to make a decision on whether or not we want to invade the Brazilians immediately, or if we want to be a bit more careful, because once again it's not really guaranteed that the British will support us, and stockpile change, no, let's not piss off people, it might be smarter to wait until we have less infamy so that we can take 2 states in one war. Although that is not necessarily entirely correct though. I don't know. I don't know what the best strategic decision is. Like, the more often we do wars, like if we do them, because I don't know, like I study math this year, but I suck at it, so I can't be bothered to do the exact math, because when you are at war, you lose infamy slower. So by having fewer wars, presumably you will have more infamy to spend. But by having more wars, the odds go up that the war justification will be in your favor. So it's kind of a hard decision. Like, how does the math work? I mean, I guess you can't really know, because the war justification is completely random, so you don't really know what you're gonna get there. But it really makes the whole thing a bit difficult, I dare say. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out in next episode and not this one. So thanks more for watching this episode, and until next time, bye.